Okay, first off, I'd like to thank Thomas Ohme for making this modification and doing a great job on it. Also, I'd like to thank Rassandro and Kirk for giving me the idea to play two saxophones at once. And I'd also like to thank Corinne for having to listen to two saxophones blare for months upon end. So that's it. Now I get into it. When you're doing the one-handed saxophone, you can only play, you know, these notes, basically half of it. So what I ended up doing was I was thinking about it, and really, if you could only play one more note, if you like, a lot of times, guitar players are playing in E minor, and A, so just be able to hit an F sharp, which is translates to an E on the saxophone. On tenor, F sharp is A on the alto. But anyway, even if you could hit that note, it really would open up a lot of stuff. So I was like, well, maybe I could, and if I could hit these two notes, then you could really play three, because you play the F sharp, the F, and then the E. But the more I thought about it, I was like, well, if you could just close the top three, just these top here, you see them moving, 1, 2, 3. Basically take the place of your top hand, then you can play the entire bottom part of it, minus the C sharp, because the C sharp's activated over here, and then you can't play the B or the B flat. But some of the really old saxophones didn't even go down to the B or the B flat; they only went down to C. But anyway, so I was thinking about it, and then the F sharp. I don't know if you'd see. This is what he did. He ended up plugging the F sharp. The dogs are barking. He put a little plug in there, and see, the F sharp is typically about right here. This is the F sharp trill key, but then the high F sharp is usually about right here. Now, what he ended up doing, I don't know if you can see it. Let me see here. So this is the key here that he added. Now, I added all this thermoplastic there to help fit my hand better. But see how that? It used to be flipped over here. Okay? It used to be about right here. And he ended up taking that out, using the same post, so he didn't have to solder anything on the saxophone itself, which was really cool. And you could actually put the key back if you wanted. So anyway, this goes all the way up here. See, it's still moving. And then he hand cut all these and filed them. These little fingers. If you can see them. See, where's one? See this little finger here? This guy right here. This right here. And then there's another one right here. And then there's another one down here. This one here. And they're all connected on this bar. See that bar moving? Goes all the way down here, and then it pivots on that little arm right here, right here. And now the tricky thing is, you don't, when you're pushing on that, you're pushing against the saxophone, so it's really, there's nothing to push back except for like the weight of the saxophone, basically, and I guess your mouth, you're holding the, this part in your mouth. But basically now, you can play, I can basically play the whole bottom hand, and I can even hit the G because I have the, this will close the top three now, so I can even hit the G, if I'm not playing any notes, down here. Now what's the other thing? Now the other cool part I found out, you could still play the side keys, so you can kind of, if you're playing in like D minor, which would translate, well, it would actually be G minor for the alto. But basically, if you're playing the note E on the sax, these two notes here, then you can actually hit the You can hit the B flat, the C, and then even like the E it's kind of, you know, it's like, they're like fake fingerings. But if you open all those, sometimes if I'm doing the C, I'll hit both of them at the same time, just to get like more air. But super cool. So I'll show you a little idea of what you can do with it. So this is just the regular way that, you know, you can play the two at once, just something like this. So I don't know how much you can see of that, but basically you can play the whole bottom register. Now you can do the octaves of everything too, but you know, you can't hit the octave key obviously with your right hand anymore. But pretty cool. Got to get better at it, but it is pretty wild. Thomas Ohme, man, he freaking did a great job on that. Great job, better than I expected. And yeah, it's great. You know, I can play almost all the notes on the saxophone now. I mean, I can play the C sharp in the upper register. I can't play it in the lower register, but it's wild. I'm so excited to start writing some more stuff with it.